Hmm. Yo, 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 what's going on? It's the Antonio and Nino show. Back at it once again, brought to you by 2733 Media, tentatively titled for now. But we'll get to that. But today we're gonna talk about the NFL MVP race. It's coming down to the end. We only got 2 weeks left in the NFL season, so it should be interesting coming down the stretch. We did just have a game that took place that might have decided it for the most part in most people's eyes, but we'll get into that. But first of all, Nino, what up, guy? How you doing?
What's happening, King? Happy holidays, man. It's been a
Man,
minute, huh? Been a minute.
it's been a few days, man. Happy holidays. Thank,
Yeah.
thank God we all still here. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And we made it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully we didn't have to go broke, spending too much money on it.
Man, on Christmas.
Man, for real.
Christmas.
Definitely, definitely shoot. Since y'all like family in the crowd, I will let you know that uh after a long time coming, I have gotten engaged to my longtime girlfriend, baby mama. So yeah. We're gonna be doing that next year. So just wanted to drop that in there.
Shout out to the kids. Shout out to the kid. Congratulations, man.
Man, you already know I appreciate it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Even though I've been knowing,
Right.
keeping the lips sealed tight. And shoot, I was actually over at your crib since the last time we done posted something. So we
Hmm.
didn't seen each other over the break. It's just, happy holidays to those that's on live with us right now.
Yes, sir, man. But yeah, let's get into this damn MVP
MVP
talk,
race.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
What you think?
I think I'm finna learn some things because I ain't been keeping up with the NFL, you know what I'm saying? So I got a couple of people on the list, man, and we're gonna get your expertise on the 7 candidates that we have right now as far as people that's getting, Vegas odds to win the award. And then see who you got picked so far going into 2 weeks left for the season, man. See who you have as your MVP winner.
Righteous, righteous. So shoot, I guess it's just run it down. How you want to start this, man? You want to
Well,
go? Go ahead.
I was gonna start off by asking you a simple question of what is your definition of MVP? You know what I'm saying? So as you go down the list and you come up with the criteria of who your winner is, you know what I'm saying? The people following, the people watching, they'll kind of understand your pick based on, your definition of what the MVP means. Because there's so many different definitions that people give it, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why people vote in certain type ways. So, what I'm saying, just to give your perspective on your pick later on, you know what I'm saying? What's your definition of MVP? What does that entail?
Well, to me, MVP values everything exactly what the MVP says. Most valuable player. It's like who is the most valuable to their squad? Who's the most valuable player to their team? Like if you took them away, what's gonna happen to the team? So when it
Okay.
comes to people like Tyreek Hill and stuff like that, you see what happens when they take him away from the team. They are not
Okay.
quite as explosive. They're not quite as now. On top of that, we all know this is a quarterback award. Whatever quarterback got the best team, leading the best, who got the best record, and stuff like that. That's fine. I get that. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily say who is actually the most valuable player to their team or in the league. You understand
Okay.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
maybe such and such might be he's a good player, he putting up good stats or whatever the case. Like let's say no, I'm not gonna say yet.
Yeah, don't
But
give it
let's say
away. Don't give
but
it
let's
away.
say like a few players that you may say if we lost him, we probably could replace him with another player and we still be doing the same thing. So that's kind of how I look at it. I look at it, but you still gotta have good stats. You still gotta have a good record, in my opinion.
Okay. That
You
was getting
gotta,
ready to be one of my other
yeah,
questions. Does,
yeah.
does the record matter?
You
Okay.
still gotta at
So
least go to the playoffs. Come on now. Yeah, you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I
I
got you.
put it. I put the bar there. Like I set the low. It is at least playoff team. At least. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, but what do you think, in your opinion? How do you feel about the same question that you asked me?
Man, way to way to hit that, way to serve that back across the net. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, I think we think of the MVP as the same thing. Um, yeah, I think we pretty much in agreement on how we feel about the criteria for the MVP. My last question to you would be, does the MVP have to be the best player in the league? You know what I'm saying? Um, Most of the time, when you talk about the MVP and the ones that we've seen, that win the award, most times they're probably the best player in the league as well. So do you think in your opinion, how do you feel? Do you feel like the MVP also has to be the best player in the league, or do you think it's just the value that they bring to their team? Which one weighs more, in your opinion?
I do believe that the player needs to be at least in the top. I'm at the least think of him as the top a top 5 player in the league almost.
Okay, I
You
got
know
you.
what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
not
Yeah, we
saying
we
that's
think the same.
yeah,
We think
yeah.
the same.
I think he at least got to be top 5 player in the league, and he has to be leading, like literally leading his team. Like, he's the
Yeah,
guy leading his
yeah,
team. He's putting up the numbers. Their team is good. They got a good record. They're going to the playoffs. They got a chance to win the Super Bowl. So obviously they've done enough. But we've seen football, watched football long enough to understand that that's not always the case. Like
right.
just because your team, let's take like Alabama for instance. How many Alabama quarterbacks have went on to go hard in the league though?
Not very many.
No, not very many. Tua might be the first one in a long time
Yeah,
who's actually doing something. At least he's in this MVP race, and he was shaky at the beginning of his career. People had questions about him,
yeah. Okay.
so it can go either way. But that's how I feel about that, as far as that's concerned.
All right. Okay. So let's get into the first candidate on the list, man. Um, what's your feelings on Lamar Jackson, man? Right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Right out the gate, Lamar Jackson. How you feel about him and him being a candidate?
Lamar Jackson, probably one of the more special quarterbacks in the league. There is not many people who can do what he do, first of all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's not many people who I've ever seen that can scramble outside the pocket, get downfield, run the ball. That's like Mike Vick special, how he's running out here. If not,
Yeah.
if not better at times, but that's who I look to because that's, other than like Randall Cunningham, Steve Young, those guys when I was coming up, those were the running quarterbacks. Like that was special to me.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know. Steve Young ran the 4.4, so a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, yeah,
Out of
yeah.
BYU,
At
them
a
Cougars.
BYU
Yeah.
lefty,
Yeah.
so him and Randall was running. But then came like Steve McNair, but Steve McNair was more of a like I would think of like a how Jalen Hurts is now, like a more of a brute runner. Like he wasn't like
Yeah.
a shifty
Not
runner.
he's not you're not buying tickets to see his legs. You still buying tickets for his arm.
Right. He's still slinging that football, but he can take off and run and might run somebody over if he have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
kind of why he used to get them sternum injuries he used to get. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Getting blasted up in there.
so
Oh, I
so
see. So hold on now. I see Sooner Legends podcast. They say Mike Wilkinson in the house, my guy.
what up, what up, what up, what up? We
Oh,
back, we
he
back,
said
we
don't forget
back.
Warren Moon. But yeah. Warren Moon he was solid, but I always looked at Warren Moon as more of a pocket passer,
Pocket passer, yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
He might get
Yeah.
scrambled out, move. He might can get out and
He
get you
get you a
some.
2 yard first
Yeah,
down. He get
yeah,
you two
yeah.
yard, 3 yard
He
first
might get
down.
out, get you something. But that's what it
Yeah, but
was.
as far as going 70 now, Warren Moon, he gonna have to throw the ball to somebody, get one of them
Right.
type scores.
Oh, and Mike, we going just to let Mike know, Mike, we are going live later on, probably at the start of the OU game, try to make it to halftime. So if you do want to hop on, I'm gonna shoot you the link. But anyway, let's get back to the program.
Yeah. So numbers wise, what does Lamar Jackson do for you? Does he have the numbers of an MVP? Is he throwing the football better than when he was a rookie and sophomore,
I
or is
do
or is he still primarily legs and the arm needs to continue to grow? Where is he at?
I do think he's doing better at throwing the ball. Like far as he's like trying to make it a point to be a pocket passer and stuff like that. They switched over to Gus. Who am I thinking about? Gus Johnson, maybe. They offensive coordinator. They got rid of the running guy who came from the old 49ers offense with Jim
Okay.
Harbaugh. I'm blanking on his name right now for some reason. But anyway, they had him for the last couple of years. And now they switched it up this year. So he is throwing the ball a little more, trying to be more aware in the pocket. His longest run was the other day against the 49ers, which was 31 yards. Usually he been had a 50-yard
Yeah.
run
Okay.
by
Okay.
now.
Okay. Okay. So he trying.
He
He's
trying.
evolving. Okay.
And
I
he
like the
and
fact that he still sticks to who he is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. I still get out here on you, but he
right.
is elevating his game
Oh, it
to
ain't no slouch now.
different
He got
aspects. Okay.
it's no slouch. He got 3,357 yards passing with 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So that's pretty decent. And then he still got 786 yards on the ground, leading the team in rushing. And he also has
Yeah.
5 touchdowns, averaging 5.5 a carry. So I mean, he's still running that pill. It's just
Yeah.
that it's like he's not checking down as fast and taking off so much, you know?
I got you. I got you. So his game is maturing.
You're definitely maturing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Brock Purdy, the quarterback for your 49ers. Tell me a little bit about him, man. Why do you think he should be in the Heisman race? What's some of his numbers?
The MVP race, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. MVP. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm used to the college thing, but yeah, the
uh,
MVP. You know what I'm saying? Why is he in the MVP race in your eyes, and why is he deserving?
well, Brock Purdy, obviously he's been doing his thing with the Niners. Just lost a fourth game to the Raiders, which that might have something to do with the MVP because that was a game. Actually, it was the best game scheduled on the matchup all season. Far as that's the third time since the merger that the number one team in the NFC and the number one team in the AFC had to meet up
Man,
with
the
each
regular
other.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this late in the season.
Yeah.
I mean, past week 15 or 16 or whatever the stat was.
I
But
got you.
so that lets you know this was a fantastic matchup, an MVP race matchup, and Lamar Jackson pulled it out. Brock Purdy, I mean, far as this game, this is one game, but you know how it is. And when somebody lose, something happens in one game, it's like the sky's falling. That now the Niners suck. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how that goes. It's all of that once.
Throwing 4 interceptions doesn't hurt, so I know they won't
Now,
let that go right now.
they're not gonna let that go, but people act like it doesn't happen. Well, let me tell you, do you know that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady have thrown 4 interceptions in the game 6 times? Do
Yeah,
it's plenty court. Joe Montana, oh my God, the great legend Joe Montana, he's done it. You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot, not to mention Peyton Manning actually threw 6 interceptions in the game before. So I'm
damn.
not,
Was
and
that
I'm
his
not.
rookie year?
It might. I hope it was. But
Jeez,
I would think it was.
jeez.
I just know that I've seen the stat. But
Six in a game.
and
Woo.
I'm not. And Brock Purdy is surely not Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Joe Montana. None of those guys. I'm
But
not
saying
saying
if they
he's that.
do it, somebody of lesser should do it too, or you would expect somebody of a lesser
Right.
caliber per se to have a game like that if the greats have.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna freak out and you know what I'm saying, go crazy just because he threw four. Now it didn't look good, but I'm be honest. The first one was bad. He had the window over the middle, should have hit the dude, should have hit Debo right down the middle in that window, but he waited a second too long, threw it, tried to lead him, and they didn't have a route over there on the right side to take that safety away. So he was just sitting there waiting. It was easy work. That's probably the easiest interception he ever had in his life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Coming across, he just picked that thing off. But the second one, you know what I'm saying? He lost track of the football. I mean, excuse me. That's the one where I think that's the one where he tried to throw it to Kittle. He scrambled out, tried to throw it to Kittle, bounced off his shoulder pads, flew up in the
Ah,
air. Dude caught it.
Okay, deflected ball. Okay.
Then the third one, he coming down. The Ravens, excuse me, they crashing down, sending both corners on a blitz, coming through of course, I'm sure Cal told him if that happens, just flick it out there to Debo. He turns, flicks it out there, but the dude jumps in the air, the corner blitz, and he bats the ball in the air again. Ball flying in the air, dude. The other corner happens to catch it. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like it was just one of them games.
Yeah, fourth interception. The Chris, he's dropping back, makes the right read right there. Christian McCaffrey coming across, but right as he's releasing it, gets hit. The ball kind of sputters to the right into the linebacker's hands. Another interception.
There you
So,
got interception number 4.
so now you got 4 interceptions. It wouldn't really, you could have easily only had one.
He earned one.
He earned one for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I maybe 1.5. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like, he earned one for sure. But anyway, it's 4 picks, and that's on him. It counts against him. So that's probably going to take him out of the full, I think, far as winning the MVP, maybe because of that. But his stats 4,050 yards. He's only like 200 something yards away from the 49ers passing record. I know that don't mean everything. He has 29 touchdown passes, 11 interceptions. Ain't done much on the ground. You know, Brock Purdy's not a runner.
Right.
Only 140 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, but still 2 touchdowns. So that brings his total to 31 touchdowns on the season. So he actually has more passing yards and stuff like that than Lamar Jackson. But overall, I think Lamar Jackson has accounted for more yards than Brock Purdy. Maybe, and not as many. I think Brock Purdy has accounted for more touchdowns, but maybe not as many yards. So that's Purdy.
So between those two quarterbacks, what does one of them do that the other doesn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know Lamar runs better, but is there anything in the passing game that Lamar does better? Is there anything that Purdy does running or passing is better than Lamar Jackson?
I think Purdy reads defenses. He processes faster than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, to me, is still working on it, getting better at it, but he has a tendency to, when he drops back, and let's say he does have time. Well, he's taking more time and more time. And it's like, bro, hurry up, make a decision. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then finally he'll break out. It's almost like some Jalen Hurts type stuff to me.
Is it because they run such deep routes where they have to sit there and wait for the routes to develop, or is it the processing that's an issue?
I think it might be some of that, but as somebody who, to be honest, who I'm not privy right now, I don't have the NFL package where I'm privy to the all 22, that I couldn't tell you, honestly. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I see him sitting there, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, would you do something? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, that's the first.
Move on.
Yeah, we got another quarterback, man. We got the guy that you talked about earlier, Tua. Is it Tagovailoa? Did I get that right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Miami Dolphins.
Hey, hold on. We got Tua Tagovailoa, but hold on. I want to make sure. So the Sooner Legend podcast he said, that is Mike Wilkerson. He said, I launched my own podcast. He said, I got some content. And then when I told him I would hit him the link, he got on. He said, I sure will, brother. Shout out to you, man. Sooner Legends podcast. I like the name. I really do like the name. You know what I'm saying? Good job.
Already. Congratulations on that.
Congratulations. Shoot me the link. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get you my email. Shoot me the link whenever you need somebody else to hop on with you, brother.
No doubt.
Okay. So, but let's continue.
Yeah. So Tua. What's your take on Tua's game, man? How does his stats compare to the first two guys that we mentioned? I know that they have a high-powered offense, you know, so even though I don't keep up with the NFL, when I listen to different shows, you know, they talk about how they can score in bunches. And, you know, I know they got Tyreek Hill, a receiver. Heard the running back might be rushing, leading the league in rushing, things of that nature. So, Tua, rough start.
Wait a minute, who running back? Who running back leading the league in there? Rush.
Was it Miami? Is it? Uh,
You talking about Christian McCaffrey?
oh yeah.
No.
Oh
I'm
no,
just
you
messing.
know what? I'm thinking. I'm back in college mode,
No,
man. That's
I'm just
my bad.
messing with you.
That's my bad. Yeah. And we'll get to him. But yeah, what's Tua's numbers looking like, man, compared to the two guys that we just mentioned? And
Tua's
do you think he
numbers.
has a chance to really win it?
Uh, I well, yes, I will say he does have a chance to win it because he has a significant. He got 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, which is both more touchdowns than Lamar Jackson, 4,214 yards, which of course is more. Um, Nothing on the ground, just 53 yards, no touchdowns. But his team actually plays the Ravens, right, this week, I believe.
Ooh,
Yeah, so he does have a chance to come
ooh,
out here and beat the Ravens
ooh. And Lamar Jackson got a
to the
chance
same
to
up.
go against back-to-back
Yeah.
MVP candidates
Mm-hmm.
to kind of solidify this thing. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So Tua, what's your thoughts on him, man? Worthy MVP candidate, or you know, we just read off his stats. What you think about his game, man? Can Miami win without him? You know what I'm saying? I think it's known that Baltimore probably can't win without Lamar Jackson. Um, the 49ers have had to play without Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
What was their success rate without Purdy?
I mean, we do. We come out
Okay,
here
so
and
still
play
winning
hard,
games.
win football games. Yeah.
Okay. So if
But
Tua,
but but since Purdy came in, let's be fair, we ain't had to the 49ers have not had to play really without Purdy other than the NFC Championship game last year, which we know how that turned out. But
yeah,
far as like he's went out a couple times this year. Sam Darnold's come in. He actually didn't look bad when he came in the other day, but threw an interception because what else is Sam Darnold gonna do? That's what he loved to do is throw interceptions. So, but
yeah.
he didn't look too bad, but we'll see.
But
But
I'm sure
go ahead.
San Fran wouldn't have the success that they're having if they had Purdy gone for an extended period of time.
I don't think so because I think he makes some great. Uh, I think he makes some great decisions most of the time, but he sometimes he does get into gunslinger mode. But it is what it is. But we already talked about that. So
All right, so Tua, if
Tua, Tua, all
Tua
right.
wasn't if he wasn't available for Miami, does that change the entire dynamic of the Dolphins? Is he replaceable? Because that was one of the criterias, you know what I'm saying, that your team wouldn't be able to do what they're doing without you. So does he fit that criteria of the Dolphins? The show stops if Tua's not at the quarterback position.
Well, honestly, I think all of these players fit the criteria. It's to where if
Okay.
they get hurt, then their team will not be as successful. But they
Okay.
got they got a backup in Mike White, who I do believe I do believe is a good football player. Really, he's a decent. He's a good backup for sure. Mike White, he can make stuff happen. So, but I do think they need to because of his intermediate game. You know what I'm saying? His accuracy, his anticipation, what he does with the football. And like we all believe that he didn't have a strong enough arm to get the ball down the field, but most of the time he gets it there, especially to Tyreek Hill, the fastest person probably in the league. So he gets it to
Yeah.
him. Sometimes he do have to slow down and catch the ball, which you don't want to see all the
But he
time.
fast. He might have to slow
But
down for
yeah,
everybody.
he's a blast. Man, I just watched his college highlights the other day. It was ridiculous. It's junior college highlights.
Yeah.
Imagine Tyreek Hill junior college.
Easy
Nasty.
money.
Easy
Easy
money.
money.
It looks
Um,
stupid. Yeah.
so for Tua, and I didn't ask this about Purdy.
Let's
I
keep it
think these
rolling.
two may be in the same category as far as weapons. Is Tua in the MVP race? Is Purdy in the MVP race because they got the receiving core around them and the running backs around them, or will they be having this success just because they're MVPs?
Well, long story short, no, they are in this situation because they both got great offensive minds. Mike McDaniel came from Kyle Shanahan, which is with the 49ers. Mike McDaniel, which is the Dolphins coach. So they run in basically the same offense. They both got weapons galore, running
Yes.
backs, receivers, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, Everybody think they can do it, but you can't because you got to understand what they're telling you to do. And if this happens, this is what you have to do. So you still got to be able to process very quickly. That's the key to being a quarterback in a system. I need you to process this stuff fast because
Yeah.
what we doing, like I say, Brock Purdy on that first interception, he had Debo, but the thing is, he hung on to the second read way too long, and by the time he got there, it was just too late. But it was open. Like if he would have actually, if he would have looked at him first, it would have been an easy touchdown.
I got you.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
Okay.
you got to be able to process. So I believe that those two guys do have a unique mental mental capability to be able to pull off that offense that they're running.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
say that. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah. But I don't think Tua's going. I'll say that straight out. unless he come out here hang 4-5 touchdowns up on Lamar and Lamar breaks down and has like 2 or 3 turnovers.
I got you. Okay. Okay. And it should be a pretty good game. I know both teams will want to win because of what it could do as far as positioning in the AFC. In Miami like one of the top 3-4 teams in the AFC?
Yeah, they up there. They buying for they still fighting for first seed. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Switching up
what,
from quarterbacks for a quick second.
yeah.
Um, Another San Francisco 49 on the list, man.
Man, why not?
You got McCaffrey, man. What's up with him, man? He got the
Yeah.
jump cut. He
CMC.
can run between the tackles. He can
Yeah.
get to the edge. He can catch out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? He got the long distance home run touchdown ability. What's his stats looking like, man? And where do you see him in this MVP race?
Man, Chris McCaffrey, probably, to be honest with you, not even probably. I mean, he's probably I would say, I'd say he's the second best player on the 49ers, right behind Trent Williams, Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I put it to you like that.
Ooh, over
But
Debo?
over
Both of them
Debo.
over Debo? I heard
Mm-hmm.
Debo having a nice season, man.
Mm-hmm. Debo nice, but Debo not. I'm telling you, Chris McCaffrey, man. First of all, he got 1,395 yards as I'm looking at over here on the iPad, 14 touchdowns rushing, got a long run of 72 yards. And let's not forget about, we all know his papa was a receiver, and we know this boy can catch the ball too. It looked like his daddy was training him to be a receiver. He just wasn't tall enough, ended up being a running back.
Yeah.
Boy got 63 receptions, 537 yards, 7 touchdowns through the air. So he's doing it both ways,
Man,
pause. And
he got almost as many catches as some of the top receivers in
right,
the league.
exactly.
63. Ooh.
So
Okay,
right
okay.
now, so with 14 rushing touchdowns and 7 receiving touchdowns, we can do math. That's 21 buckets. You know what I'm saying? That he has put up so far this year. Still got 2 games left. And we know that running backs don't get to win this award, not unless they put up 2,000 yards, basically. He's not gonna make 2,000 yards rushing, but he is probably gonna lead the league of rushing and probably gonna get I'm gonna looking. I'm gonna say he's
He
gonna have
might get
close.
about 2,000 total yards.
Yes, I'm thinking he's gonna have 2,000 total yards. Um, man, I just gotta say it flat and plain and simple. Coldest white boy I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So I
That
will
boy
say that
good.
that boy good, no disrespect, but y'all know what I mean when I say
Boy
he's a skill
good.
player. Yeah, one of the coldest I've ever seen. His pops was one of the coldest I've ever seen too. So give him credit. The boy,
It
I
running the
think
blood. It
boy
running
got
the
in his blood,
blood.
but I think Chris McCaffrey, if all these quarterbacks start throwing picks and breaking down, I don't see why not. But I know that's a tall order, so
Hey, he
we
had
can move.
he had like 14 games in a row where he scored a rushing touchdown, huh? Or at least scored a touchdown.
Yeah, it was something crazy. He almost broke the record. He tied the record, whatever it is. I think it's 17 games in a row. I think it's
It not
I think it was 17.
I think it was 15 because I think OJ had it.
It might nah, I see somebody broke it after OJ, I think. Yeah, yeah.
They
So,
did. I thought
somebody else
OJ was
had it.
saying he was happy that a 49er was gonna break it. He thought McCaffrey was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Anything else on your boy, man?
Nah. We can move on to the next because I know we gotta We gotta keep it pushing.
Okay.
We gotta keep. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Well,
We definitely got another show to do tonight. So
yeah, no
let's go
doubt,
ahead
no
and wrap
doubt,
it
no
up. But
doubt, no doubt. We putting in work today.
right, you already know
Uh,
like Jen calling me and everything. So yeah, we let's go on wrap. Let's go on get to it.
so we go from the home team to the enemy. Them
Okay.
Cowboys. Some people call them Cowgirls, but we ain't gonna set trip on the show. You know what I'm saying? We got Dak Prescott, man. What's your
Dak,
thoughts on him, man? And from the stuff that I hear in the streets, man, it's been up and down. Like I hear he is an MVP candidate, and deservingly. But through the season, it seems like he'll have highs and lows. 1 minute Cowgirl fans, Cowboy fans is like, get Dak out of here. The next minute they like, we love Dak. So you know what I'm saying? Based on what you've seen throughout the season in the NFL, what you think about Dak Prescott? What's his stats looking like? And is he worthy to be a candidate in your opinion?
well, yeah, I mean, he has thrown for 30 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, which, man,
Not
hey,
bad. Not
that's great
bad.
for Dak.
Not bad.
3,000, 3,892 yards, just below the other guys. He's kind of, but still above Lamar Jackson. Um, so he definitely got better stats than Lamar Jackson, I can tell you right now. But as
What
far
about
as
the
as
rushing? What did he do on the
far as
ground? About 300?
237, two
Okay.
touchdowns. You know what
How
I'm
many?
saying? So, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So he got
Okay.
32 buckets total cumulative. Honestly, if the Cowboys had the #1 record, he'll win MVP. Just far as based off stat wise. I'm gonna be
Ooh,
honest.
that's coming from a 49er fan. So
I'm
you
just
know what
keeping
I'm
it real.
saying? Okay. Okay. So Dak, has anything impressed you? Well, you've already said that all of these people fit in the category of their team wouldn't be the same. Um, is there anything that he possesses that the other candidates do not?
Oh,
Do
absolutely
you
not.
like Dak Prescott?
No, absolutely not. He does not possess anything that nobody I
So
can
so
tell.
where the stats coming from? Is it because of the schedule? He played a weak schedule, so his stats are inflated,
No,
or
I'm not
is
saying
that the
that.
San Fran that you coming out now? Which one
Hmm.
is it?
Have you? Well, you ain't really watched Dak, I guess, but
Hey, I'm learning everything for you
Dak
today, man. So I'm taking what you say as gospel.
Dak makes just crucial mistakes at crucial times. He's like a Tony Romo Jr. Let's keep it
Ah,
real. Like put the stats up and everything. When he come down to the crucial moments, he ain't gonna make the play.
okay, okay.
He not gonna make the play. That's what it is, honestly. Like the offense be clicking, he be rolling and everything, and next thing you know, fourth quarter come and he just gets stagnant and then they end up losing games. I mean, he does it all the time. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Okay. So
You know?
on that note, it sounds like Dak hasn't won the big game this year. If he has, correct me. Anybody watching? Hey, man, make sure y'all like
No,
this
I got
video, subscribe,
yes,
all
sir.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Please do that.
Share the video, share the video. But um, besides Lamar Jackson, does anybody else have a signature win this year? That's a candidate.
Well, I mean, you have to say that as far as the 49ers beating the Cowboys 42-12, I believe, in week 5, and and
Let's throw that on in there
let's
real
throw that
quick.
in there. And the Niners beating the Eagles 42-19. I mean, that was a good win. And then you gotta say Lamar beating the Niners 33-19 Monday on Christmas. That was a
Okay.
big win. So I said
So
those
Tua
are
doesn't, Tua doesn't have a big win, or was beating Dallas this last weekend, 22-20. Was that his signature win?
that's probably their biggest win of the season, I think, because they beat up on the teams they supposed to beat up on, and they kind of
And then
lose to the
lose
better
to the good
team.
team. Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is
That's what
quote
I've heard.
unquote a good team that they lost to. I guess we'll
I
see,
got you.
but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
But who we got
Um,
next?
man, we on the same page. I was about to transition to Josh Allen for y'all, man. Um, from what I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like his game probably not gonna blow you away as far as being exciting or whatever. This cat here is just like a rugged winner. What's your thoughts on Josh Allen, man? What's the stats look like? How does he compare to the people he competing against in this race?
Well, the Bills is 9-6, so they don't look as sexy as most of the other teams. Josh Allen, arm talent is generational. The boy throws, I mean, goddamn, I mean, chef's kiss. Like the boy, the arm is beautiful. Like his talent wise, like just how strong his arm is. You know what I mean? It might not be as pretty and like Mahomes or whatever the case, but man, you see this boy throw the way he can throw on the run, the way he can run, he runs like a bull. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's a big dude. And he can actually move. So he looked like about a 4 or 5er. You know what I'm saying? And he's big, so he's running people over. Crazy work. Anybody would love to have him honest as quarterback. Does make bonehead decisions sometimes, as shown in his stats with 15 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the most you're gonna see.
You can't win the MVP with 15
He probably
interceptions,
not gonna
man.
win with 15, but
You can't, man. You can't.
27 buckets, 3,778 yards. You know what I mean? Got
How many?
3,778 yards passing. The boy got 413 rushing yards, and let's not get it twisted. The boy got 13 rushing touchdowns.
Okay, so aside from the interceptions, I can see why he's in
Yes,
there.
if he quit making dumb mistakes,
Yeah, yeah,
he probably be the
yeah.
best quarterback in the league. I'm gonna keep it honest.
Damn, the 15 interceptions sounds so
Now,
bad, but then you hear 37, you hear 400,
yeah,
you hear 13 rushing touchdowns. I was like, damn, he do got some stats.
hey, but he
Nine and
just
six doesn't look very good.
nah.
How much of his mistakes account for their losses?
Uh, I think we had to give him a couple losses based
Okay,
off of him,
okay.
but he does. I'd say he has the least amount of help out of all these players that we're gonna talk about today.
He got at least one with the Stephon Diggs kid, right?
Yeah, Stephon did, but Stephon Diggs is not. I mean, I'll be disrespectful. Stephon Diggs is good, very good.
But he's not better than the other
He's not
receivers that
elite.
are helping their quarterback.
I don't think he's like elite though. Me
Yeah. Has he fallen off in the
person,
last 3, 4 years?
I think he
Because
fell
it
off a
sounded like
little
he was
bit.
better 3, 4 years ago when he was with
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he still
All
go
right.
hard, you know what I'm saying? Still running routes, still doing his thing, man. Let me not take that away from him. I just don't think he's as
Hey
good
man,
as
there's measuring sticks in this,
yeah,
man.
he ain't as good as these
He's not in that
other
upper
guys.
echelon. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that's about it for Josh Allen.
Last but not least, man, the cheetah himself.
Oh man.
Another Miami Dolphin on here, man.
Mm-hmm. Got
Mr.
two
Hill.
Dolphins, two Niners. All right.
Yeah. Tariq Hill, man. Aside from the speed, what's his stats looking like compared to some of the other receivers? Why do you think he's a MVP candidate? And a receiver, man. We got a running back and a receiver on here. Everybody else is a quarterback. So that must mean he's doing something right being a receiver on the list. What you think about him, man? And does he have a actual chance to win the award? He gets Baltimore this week. Ooh.
Right. And man, surprisingly, he only got 5 carries for 15 yards, which I would have thought they would have had him getting more touches as far as running the ball. But anyway,
Hold on. You said he had how many receiving yards?
not just 5 rushes. I was talking about I was looking at his rushing stats and they
Okay,
just
okay, okay. Okay.
not there. But anyway, he do have 106 receptions, 1,641 yards,
Ooh.
and 12 touchdowns. Now, he was on a pace to get 2,000, but he kind of got banged up these last couple of weeks, so he's not quite been 100%.
He shut
So,
out the game a week ago, didn't
I
he?
believe
Yeah.
so. So that kind of threw him off, man. He was really trying to get to that 2,000. I would have liked to see it, but
That's AB numbers though, man. When AB was in Pittsburgh, that's
right.
like right up underneath that. He got 2 games left too. So, man, okay. Without seeing the season, I can tell what type of year he's having just based on those numbers and seeing Antonio Brown back in the day. Okay.
Right. So yeah, he's
Is he
been
the best
balling
receiver
out.
in the league?
I would have to give it to him, even though he's my height, but he's just so explosive, so strong. You know what I'm saying? Man, like far as for his size, he's strong, he's quick, he's fast, you know what I'm saying? He's elusive.
Yeah.
What all the words we can think of to he's
Yeah.
everything you can think of. I seen this man in college return a punt for OSU against OU to win the game. So I mean I've seen it
Clutch.
all, you know what I'm saying? Clutch
Clutch.
status. Like we talked about earlier, the junior college highlights was just stupid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It looked like me playing against little league kids. Now we got this boy out here going naked, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's what they call it.
so who's more important to the Dolphins, him or Tua?
Man,
Same thing. Who's more important? We got to be.
I almost want to say it's Tyreek Hill, man.
So that
I
means
almost
Tua can't be the MVP if somebody else on the team is more important or has more value to the team.
probably not.
Correct?
Probably not. Yeah, he probably can't be. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
that. But yeah. But yeah, I gotta
Well,
wrap it up. So
okay.
yeah,
So
I'm out
so
on
who do you have winning the race?
man. Looking at it, and hold on, let me give a shout. But Hawk Jr., what's up, cuz in the chat? I've been seeing you
What
out
up,
there, but
Hall?
we just been talking. He said Purdy MVP chances is done with that full interception game. He also said he also said Tyreek got a better chance to win the MVP over Tua. Basically, yeah, that's kind of what we just said. My
Yeah.
bad. I meant to read your chats, brother. But I kind of think the same way with that. But me personally. Let's go to the. I had to put up. Okay, the MVP. Let's go to Vegas. The odds. They have Lamar Jackson at -200. Christian McCaffrey at number two at +425. Tua Tagovailoa +900. Brock Purdy +1200. Josh Allen +1400. Tyreek Hill +2500. And he's tied with Dak Prescott. And then we got Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes to round it out. They're not going to win. So they got, they
They're not
got,
gonna win.
nah, they ain't going to win. So they got Lamar Jackson basically favored to win, and then him or Christian McCaffrey, and he's a quarterback. So obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Lamar Jackson. Although I would love it to be Christian McCaffrey, but I'm gonna go with Lamar. He got it.
So you saying Lamar got it?
Lamar got it. I mean, as long as he don't come out here and throw 4 interceptions like Brock Purdy
Right.
next, you know what I'm saying? He'll be fine. Just
Okay.
keep
I think you just answered the last question I would have for you.
mm,
Um, before we go, who's more valuable to the 49ers? McCaffrey or Purdy?
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. That was
CMC,
easy.
CMC,
It
easy
wasn't, it wasn't
work.
even no thinking about
And
it.
then he work. And then you put me out there, we're gonna do all right. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can hand the football off to CMC, you know what I'm saying? Throw a screen pass over there, we might be all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we could but nah, no disrespect to Brock Purdy. He doing his thing. Great job at like I said, distributing the football to the playmakers, man, and getting it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to the playoffs. I can't wait. But
Man.
we do got this OU game tonight, man. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe. I see my
Yeah.
cousins in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. But hey, we're gonna come live for at least the first half of this OU game tonight. So anybody out there, y'all want to tune in, man. And just listen. You can just listen on your earbud as you watching the game and listen to us talk,
Yeah.
talk that thing while we go over that. But I appreciate everybody coming in.
No
But
doubt.
hit that like button, subscribe, like I said. But anything else you got to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man, same thing. Like this video, subscribe, share. And I believe we're going to get on a little bit early because we have some more movement for OU in the portal. So we're going to discuss that along with, you know what I'm saying,
Yes,
the
sir.
little bit of pregame stuff before. So we'll probably jump on about 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the game actually starts. So if y'all not busy, man, tune in with us, man. We're going for the second one in one day. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Working.
Already, bro. Should we holler?